your first episode. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jack Walsh. I'm the host. And today is a little bit different. Today we're going to be structuring it a little bit more. Mondays are going to be around tech news. So like we're going to pick 5 top stories that are dominating the tech world space. And we're going to go into it a little bit more. And I'm going to talk about my first discussion, my first thoughts on it as well. And of course that leaves the door open for all of you to question in as well, come in and have a chat. We just want to try and create a space where, you know, a lot of our customers or maybe end users or whoever can just join the conversation. And if you're just joining and this is new to you, we're an IT distribution company called JLC.Distribution. We specialize in IT peripherals, accessories. We're working with some exciting brands as well. So we distribute our own brand, JLC. But we're also working with the likes of Eurovo, Blackview. These are rugged devices, smart terminal devices. We're also distributing Samsung as well. So it's all exciting, it's all happening, and it's all growing, and we're documenting it. We're basically documenting it from start to finish. And it's our 51st episode. Last week was our 50th. It's our 14th year in trading birthday. So we have come a long way. And you know, we started off life as an e-commerce company. So from where we are now, and I've been with the company for the majority of its 10 years. So to see where it was, predominantly Amazon focused, eBay focused. Now we work directly with IT resellers. So we get a real understanding of how our customer works, also how our customer, the buying patterns and the trends in the industry as well, and the trends in the channel. Whereas before we didn't own our customer, we were completely reliant on Amazon. And so it became quite tricky at times. But that being said, so we've got 5 stories today that I'm going to go into as well. And I've got my coffee here, I've got my ready. And these are stories that have been brought to my attention. We're doing a little bit of research on it as well. So I'm just going to scan through them, but I'm going to talk about my first thoughts on them as well and kind of see how it might affect the industry as well. And of course, if you do have any questions, please do fire them up. Bex as well, if you've got any.
Yeah, if I think of any along the way.
You think of any as well, please?
We've got 3 people.
We got 3 people in. Okay, fine.
No questions as yet.
No questions, fine. How many likes though? You must have 3 likes though, right?
No, we've only got the 1 like.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's not good, guys. Come on. All right. So first story. So you've got the Apple M4, the M4 chip. It's going to be released this October, maybe even November. So we're looking at the iPad Mac Minis, the new iPad Mini range as well. That's not been yet released. It could be November as well. So that there's a lot of things happen there. And Apple always just keep their cards so close to their chest. Even when it comes to the accessory pieces that we do, you know, we get a little bit of insight on what it might look like in terms of what the sizes are going to be, because it's paramount for us to understand that, and our factories as well that we deal with. So who knows how they get it, but they get it somehow. They get like the blueprints of the devices.
Is the Mac Mini kind of like an iPad then? Do we know what it's gonna?
So the iPad, so the Mac Mini is like, I guess it's just a small, like I guess it's Apple's version of trying to get into that monitor space. So like not monitor, but like a computer. So like, you know, you plug it into a screen where you go. Like for example, the ones who got upstairs, it's like their minis. Whereas like the iPad, the Mac itself, you know, the huge screen, the whole computer in one. But this is like so I guess it's Apple's attempt to try and get into that space. I mean, to be honest, looking at sort of first reports, I'm not sure it's going to be like, it's not going to be crazy pricing. I guess they're desperately trying to compete in that space, because it's like a little like compact computer. So it's interesting to see that, and they're going to be introducing the M4 chip as well. So the M4 is going to be a lot faster, and not the M4 Pro version as well. So yeah, it's going to look good. So who knows? Fingers crossed, guys, that we're going to see some up to date, because we're doing a lot of stuff for the iPad. The iPads, we do a lot of accessories for, a lot of peripherals for. So yeah, the Mac Minis we don't really do too much with, but that's just by design. So yeah, it's one that might not affect us too much. But any questions at this point?
No. Kelly says hello.
Hello, oh Kelly, I was wondering where this chat was. Kelly, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us. Where have you been? Is that four viewers now, or is that?
We've got 6 viewers now.
6. All right, guys. Look, if you're just joining us, you're thinking, this is odd. This is not what we're used to. This isn't in the lobby at the front or in the entrance to the JLC HQ based here in the UK. No, you're right. This is the meeting room, and we are going over the 5 tech stories that are dominating the tech world at the moment. It's 5 that we think, and as I said, this is the first time that we're doing this in terms of the structure side of things. Monday's going to be tech. Maybe actually, Bex, plan us through it. What does our week look like?
Monday's like the tech.
Yeah.
The update on everything that's happening in the tech world. Tuesday is product highlights. Wednesday is operations update. Thursday is more of a kind of random, kind of just all over topic. And Friday is just highlighting star of the week.
Great. So some structure to look forward to. And as you get more familiar with it, we're going to finesse it, and we're always growing, we're always learning as well. So
we've got a question before we jump on to the next point. From Natalie. She says, "How has tech changed the daily lives of humans?"
I mean, wow, that is a great question, Natalie. How has it affected? I mean, if you were just to ask yourself, how has tech affected you? I mean, it's affected everyone. I mean, again, I'm having some decent conversations with people like surrounding AI, and I don't think AI is going to be the one that replaces people in terms of like their jobs or anything like that. You'll still need somebody who knows and understands the job, but it saves so much time in terms of like doing lots of research. As long as you've got a competent person knowing how to input and what they need to discover with ChatGPT or similar programs like it, I think you're going to save a hell of a lot of time. So yeah, it saved us a hell of a lot of time. Communication, miscommunication as well as one of our stories is about as well, which we'll go into. That's number 4 story. But yeah, I'd say it saved us a hell of a lot of time. The way that we consume, product, the way that products are made. I think, I'm not sure how it was back in the day, but Apple, like, they seem to every year periodically, like, they bring out new products. I don't know if it was always like that. Can you remember a time where it was always like every year? Because it must have been very expensive to like create a new product every year. You think about that.
I remember the new phone has always come out every year, and now there's just been more and more things.
It's just like new things now. It's like a whole fleet of products. It's not just one. It's like the iPad, for example. You got the Mac Minis, you got the iPad Mini range, you got the iPad Pro range. You got all of these. I mean, now you got Apple bringing out like 5 phones at a time. You've got like their standard one, then you've got maybe you got the SE. You got let's say the iPhone 16. You got the iPhone 16 Plus. You got the iPhone 16 Pro. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's nuts.
It is. Yeah,
it used just to be. Can you remember when it was just one device? Now it's 5.
Yeah, it had that one app that you pretend you're drinking beer on. Do you remember that? That was like amazing. It
I just feel like technology is just the way that we consume is like it's compounded in interest over the years. The way that we consume content, the way that we consume technology, the way that we consume, and that's actually one of the stories as well. So I'd say it's definitely technology has boosted our consumer rate, and of course you got to look at who benefits from that. So yeah, big companies, big manufacturers, car companies as well. Look at the tech in cars. Predominantly, it is all run off electricity now. So gone are the days of the. I'd say probably in another decade or so, we're going to say goodbye to the fuel powered car, the gas powered car. I'd say. I mean, certainly by their own admission, by 30, I think it's 2035, I think, or 2033. The UK wants to be completely. I think. I don't know whether that's been pushed as well. So, yeah, car industry. That's the way it's affected us. It's affected us on all fronts.
Even like screen time. Our screen time is crazy high. And what did we do before we had our mobile phones?
I don't know. Yeah, read newspapers. With the way that we consumed it. So the way that we consume news it's affected everyone. It's affected every facet of our realm, of our reality. It has affected it. So yeah, business, B2B, like public sector, all of it. It's just there isn't an area that has affected. But I guess as we get more engrossed in this technological world, I don't know about you, but I become more aware of me and my tech and like how much online I am, and I'm taking steps to try and reverse that because I think it's good.
Yeah, I do that. I limit social media as much.
Yeah.
It's hard. It is hard.
I use Opal. Have you seen that Opal app?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so Opal is good. So Opal's like it measures like your screen time. We have one of the guys in work. He downloaded it and he picked it. So we got rid of Instagram for the day. It doesn't go on it a lot, but I think he picks up his phone quite a bit. And he went to try and get, and he's blocked it for the day. And he went to try and get on Instagram, but like I think it was like 35, 40 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Just out of habit?
Just out of habit.
Oh wow.
And he's like picked up his phone like over 200 times, 300 times or something.
That's
so it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And someone who obviously must be a fan of the show, Simon, he says, did you upgrade your phone after seeing the new iPhone, or did you decide it wasn't worth it?
Simon, thank you, Simon, for joining, and that's a great question. Simon, I was this close. To getting, it's such a habit, isn't it? We always want the new, brighter, shinier thing. And I've always been like a big advocate. Don't go for the brand new stuff. Don't chase the clout, because really, you're paying overpriced. It's going to be half the price in a year's anyway. You probably want to get the one before, because you save on price, you save on cost, you save price. In terms of technology, like the details and things like that, you won't see that much of a change, certainly with Apple, depending on what you're doing and what you're using it for. Apple, their new chip is good for gaming. So if you're good on gaming, if you're really big on that for your phone, which I particularly am not, or if you're good at like editing or things like that, if you're big on that kind of space, then I definitely go for like the higher spec version, because it's going to meet whatever industry that you're in or hobby that you do. So, but I was tempted. I was going to have a chat with one of the geniuses there and say, if I give you my iPhone 12, what could you do? I was so tempted, because you pick up the device and it's like, ooh, like it's so shiny, it's nice, it's new, So I'll probably go for the iPhone 15 Pro though. I think that's probably what I do, just because I'm aware of it. I'm aware that the forbidden fruit of a brand new product is always luring, and it lures us all in. So yeah, but thank you for the question, Simon. I'm not sure. Tell me what are you going to do? What do you think? What's your opinion on all this consumption? We got any other questions?
James just says that it's good to see you.
Good to see you, James. Thanks for coming along. That's got to be James RMD, right?
It is.
Yeah. James, good to have you on board. Today's the tech. We're going through tech stories at the moment, and we've gone on a little bit of a tangent. We've had a bit of back and forth with some viewers as well, which is always positive. It's always a good way to go. But this next piece is about the Google. So Google will bring out a new theft detection lock, offline device lock, and remote lock. Again, it's something that I can't really comment on too much. I haven't got an Android phone. I don't think I've ever owned an Android device. Have you?
I did for like a year, and I didn't. I went straight back to Apple.
No. So did you go for a year? Did you? What made you go from?
I think my friend had it, and that was literally why. It was a long time ago now. I've had Apple for a long time.
I'm not actually gonna lie. Actually, I think the one device that's been swaying me over the years is the Google. And I've always said, if you own a Google, you're a psychopath. But the Google device, like it's hella premium, and the camera is just, you can't deny it. And I'm going to be honest, the marketing and the adverts and stuff are speaking to me quite a bit. And in terms of like the AI, in terms of like they're really. Yeah, have you seen them?
Yeah, I have seen them.
And now we'll see them a hell of a lot more, because our phones are listening to us, and they're going to be plugging them for sure. But so it's good. It's good to see that people like Google are leading conversations when it comes to around theft and privacy and things like that. And it's probably something that we don't really see from Apple too much in terms of their progression in that area, although I expect it probably does happen. But for whatever reason, Google has made it to our top 5, so they must be doing something right. So yeah, Google rolled out a new security feature as well. Again, I can't really comment on too much, but if you know enough about it, or if you know something, then please do come on and have a chat.
And James says, can you ever see a time that you would remove all tech from your world?
Do you know what? I expect the way that we're going, the way that we're consuming technology, it will almost be a USP. It will be like a retreat or something like that you'll pay for, where you have no tech in your world for a week. I expect there'll be holidays where you can go out and you'll be completely tech free for a week, and they'll pay and they'll charge you for the. Can I imagine it? No, I cannot. But that's because my job and everything like that revolves around it. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't actually been on like social media too much. Like I'd say for the past couple of years, I've not really had like a private, like Instagram, for example. So I haven't seen what my friends have been up to, and to be honest, I felt that, but it made me reach out to my friends a lot more to see what they're up to. So can I see it? Not sure. No, I probably can't. I can't. But I expect it will go full circle, and I expect in the future they'll probably charge you for the luxury of not being surrounded by tech. I expect it will be its own little unique feature, because we're just so surrounded by. Look at me, I'm surrounded by it now. I've got cameras, I've got a PC, I've got a phone watching me now. I'm riddled with tech. I've got a headset here. Wireless tech. I mean, we're an IT distribution company, so yeah, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. And talking about, have we got any more questions for
James disagrees. He would like to come away from tech, but it's an addiction.
It is. Well, James, the first step of it is acknowledging its hold over you. That's the first step, brother. So yeah, it has a hold. It has a hold over the majority of us, but we've got to use it to our advantage. I don't think we wouldn't have been able to get where we get with where we are right now if not without tech. So it's definitely played a massive part, and that actually answers Natalie's question as well. What has it done for us? I mean, in terms of business, it's helped excel us, it's helped push us, and yeah, get to areas and levels that we wouldn't have been able to get to had we had not had it. So yeah, I think it's definitely a positive for sure, but you just need to be mindful of it. Right, talking about consumption, we got another question?
No, that's everything at the moment.
Talking about consumption, it's Prime Day. Prime Day. If I would have told you, what do you think Prime Day is, like 10, 15 years ago, you'd like, no idea, Optimus Prime Day, like, or something, you know? But Prime Day is happening, and Prime Day, and so you've got some big deals here. You've got some crazy deals. The Amazon Fire, so one of them, right? Okay, so we got the early October Prime Day deals, giving you a scope, and this one is covered by our friendly Daily Mail. So take that with a pinch of salt. So the Daily Mail are reporting on some of the best tech deals that Prime Day have to offer right now. And we've got the Amazon Fire Stick leading the way. The Amazon Fire Stick, so it's owned by Amazon. So the best deal that we've got here is like so it's like, yeah, it's like saying it's a product that they own. So it's like, for example, you know, for us at JLC saying, oh yeah, it's a big deal coming up. Yeah, we can give you stuff. We can give you 50%, 80% of stuff that we own. We own it ourselves. We don't rely on anyone else. We manufacture it ourselves. Amazon saying that their best deals are the products that they own. So okay, the Amazon Fire Stick anyway, $16.99, saving 28 quid. Again, I don't use Amazon Fire Stick.
If you've got an older TV, they're handy. Otherwise,
yeah, I guess with the older TV.
Yeah.
The older TV, you got the Echo Dot as well, also owned by Amazon. Again,
the deals are just
the deals are Amazon. The Echo Dot as well. And I feel like the Echo Dot is so much more sinister than it's let out. Obviously, you've got an AI that can play music and it's all harmless. But remember, these Echo Dots find their ways into our personal spaces. It's recording us all the time. It's picking up what we're talking about the most, and then it's categorizing us in terms of age. Because remember as well, to use an Echo Dot, you need an Amazon account. Amazon account will know your basic information. It will know your Facebook and could know your social media aspect as well. So it's categorizing you in a minority. Like, for example, you're a late 30s couple and you've got a kid and you're talking about, I don't know, Prime Day coming up, or maybe you're talking about Christmas coming up, maybe talking about holidays. You're gonna say keywords that they'll accumulate, and then they'll sell that data. And it's just, so it is a very strategic and powerful little product they've got there, and they sell it, and they're also doing a good deal on it. So you can save yourself £32. I see it a lot more sinister because, there's a hell of a lot. And also, I've seen my toothbrush here. It's for 40 quid. It cost me 100 quid. That's annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I've just bought that brand. So my toothbrush on it. So yeah, we've got the Prime Day coming up. So it's a day which is celebrated, which is banal to me. But Prime Day is where everyone consumes. So we've got some serious deals coming up. So and we've got loads as well. I'm not going to go into all of them. There's another product owned by Amazon, Ring, as well. Amazon bought them. Again, that's just like a show as a nod to, you make enough noise and you do enough volume, then you're going to get bought up by the giants. So, and they'll let you keep your name. So you keep the name. They won't be Amazon. It will just be Ring. So like for
the doorbell.
Yeah, owned by Amazon. Yeah, you'll see a lot of the products. A lot of big companies, they pose. Not even big companies. You know, for example, I've gone on a bit of a tangent here, but this is the way that big companies kind of stay, like, so there doesn't seem that they've got a monopoly. So if you go to like the cat section in Tesco, for example, you have the illusion, you'll be given the illusion that all of the products that you see for your cat are all different brands. If you look on the back, they're all owned by the same one, like Nestle.
Oh, really?
Nestle own the majority of the cat, and I don't know if I haven't got a dog, so I don't know if it's similar for the dog, but maybe it's the dog as well. But I'd even go a step further. You go into any kind of Tesco, Waitrose, you know, whoever it is, it will be dominated by four main companies. You know, that it's like a complete monopoly. So yeah, it's crazy. What else have we got? Another story as well. This is a bit of a funny one. Reported on by the Economic Times. Oh, it sounds awfully serious and sounds awfully boring, to be honest. The Economic Times. So we've got Elon Musk has reportedly paid. So they got removed from Brazil. X got removed from Brazil for accusations of spreading false information, and they got fined $5.2 million, and they paid the wrong bank. So apparently they're unable to be reestablished in Brazil until they pay that fine. And I don't know if who mispays
$5 million.
$5.2 million. I don't know. Who knows? But you'd like to think that he probably did that as on purpose, maybe.
Possibly, it's quite a big error to make.
But it's like, okay, I'm not sure, because I feel like certainly when as Brazil, I expect those people from Brazil, they want to get onto X, they want to get onto this big social media platform, and Elon Musk knows that, and it's like, how dare you fine me $5.2 million? You know what I mean? Maybe he could be like, you know what, I'm just gonna, whoopsie, paid the wrong bank. Whoops, you know what it's like. And whoever given the fine is going to get a hell of a lot of stick from their constituents, all of their population. It's like, well, we want to go on X. We want to be involved. We want to be in that worldly conversation, because X is so good about connecting everyone. It's similar to Reddit as well. And I guess it's acknowledging these big social media platforms that actually have that power now. They actually have that power to hold, and it's where the majority of people are. It's online. It's Instagram. It's Reddit. It's X. It's LinkedIn. It's YouTube here. So it's where the majority of people are, and whoever owns those platforms have control. So maybe it's Elon Musk flexing. It could be. Who knows? Have you got any more questions?
No more questions.
No more questions. That's fine. We're obviously just consuming the top stories, but we've got another one here. Last one. We've got Lego's website. Lego is still going. The Lego's website was hacked to promote a crypto scam. It's funny. It's quite ironic. I feel like crypto is a scam, but that's probably another story. I just feel like crypto is only valuable because it's all about somebody who's so you'll buy crypto for this much, or you'll buy a coin or whatever, and then you're just hoping that the next person pays more than you. I don't really see the value in it in terms of the crypto, what was it, the blockchain. I think there's definitely something there, but it's a long way off. But I feel like crypto is a scam. I think that's kind of it. But anyway, so Lego were targeted, and I guess that's being as infamous as Lego. I feel like you're going to get targeted things like this, and this is only going to promote, and this is only going to play into our big IT resellers that we work with. It's all about defense. It's all about anti-hacking programs, all that software. It's stories like this kind of fuel that fire. I went to one of my customers. I went to one of their events as a sales kickoff, and their managing director was talking, and he said that big companies like Lego, for example, they're always going to be in a tech deficit. They're always going to be behind on their tech, because tech is forever moving so quickly. Tech is moving so fast that your brand new system that you got 3 years ago is going to be out of date. You're not going to have the service, not going to have the support. And if you don't pay the new price, which it is today, and the way that tech is inflating and rising in costs, and we can only see it with the hardware, but you think about the software as well. Software can just be just as more expensive, if not more. If you don't have the latest, then you could be subject to stuff like this, crypto scams. I mean, I feel like it doesn't seem like, from looking at the story, it doesn't look like not many people were affected. I think they got on it quite quickly, but Lego demands, and they demand such a high yield customer base. If at least 10% of their customers was affected by that scam, that's really heartbreaking, because that could actually affect their brand as well. Also could affect the individual that goes on the scam and gets played and provides their information. So if you're not up to date with your tech software and all of that, and then you could be at risk as well, and your companies could be at risk. So always in a tech deficit. And that is the 5 stories, guys. And that is the 5 stories. I feel like I've rambled on a little bit there, but look, it's new and it's always evolving. Have you got any more?
No more questions.
No more questions. That's fine.
We go for 25 minutes.
That's fine, guys. What's tomorrow?
They're just product highlight day.
Tomorrow's a product highlight day. Don't miss us there, guys. It's our product as well. None of this stuff. It's going to be our own product. We're going to be talking about that. So we're going to be here. We might be in the warehouse as well. Maybe get some of the guys on as well if we'll catch them because every day this happens at 1 p.m. This is a chance for you guys to join us at an ever evolving IT distribution company. So guys, until then, I will see you tomorrow.